Doing well. We have started our life process session. In our previous video, we have discussed about the excretion, and life process is also included in our class 10 syllabus. We have discussed about very important life process excretory system in our previous video. Now we will discuss about the circulatory system today. We have important life processes in our body, that is the excretory system, circulatory system, respiratory system. All these systems are considered as a life process, but reproductive system is not considered as life process because reproductive system is not so mandatory for the survival of our body. It is only mandatory for the continuation of our generation. Okay, that is why it is not considered as a life process. Okay, now we have discussed about the excretory system. Now today we shall discuss about the circulatory system. We have been learning about the circulatory system from our lower classes. So we are very intimated with this circulatory system. Now before starting the circulatory system or about the structure of heart, we should know about the how heart is developed in our invertebrates. In vertebrate, the lowest class, that is species, they have two-chambered heart, which is followed by amphibians, which have three-chambered heart. Again, it is followed by reptilians, which have three-chambered heart, but the ventricle is partially separated. That is why it is considered as 3.5-chambered heart. Now, human body, mammals or birds have a specified four-chambered heart. Okay. Now, we will discuss about the structure of heart in our body. Now, our heart, human heart, is well defined, but specified four-chambered heart, and it is covered by a very important covering that is called pericardium. Why pericardium? Pericardium protects the heart from any outer jar. Okay, it covers the heart, and pericardium is a two-layered structure. Between the two layers of the pericardium, there is a fluid present. This is called pericardial fluid. Okay, what is the function of pericardial fluid? Pericardial fluid, it reduces the friction of heart during each beat. Okay, so that it provides lubrication to our heart. Okay, it keeps the heart wet. Okay, so this is the function of pericardial fluid, and also pericardium, it protects the heart from any mechanical jerk or any outer jerk. Okay, now about the chambers of our heart. We all know that we have four chambers. Our heart is four-chambered structure: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. Now, right atrium and left atrium, it is separated by a space which is called interauricular septum. Okay, this is called atrial system or interauricular septum. And again, our ventricles are also separated by a space. This is called interventricular septum. These septa or septums, it divides the chamber properly. Okay, it separated our heart's chamber properly, and it keeps the chambers specified. Okay, specified that all the chambers are separated by these septums. Okay, now we will discuss about the blood vessels. We have three important blood vessels inside our body, that is artery, vein, and again artery and veins branches into a thin like blood vessels. This is called capillaries. Okay, artery. What is artery? Away. Artery, blood vessels which carries blood away from the heart. Okay, suppose somewhere heart is present here. Artery carries blood from heart to the rest of our body. Okay, artery carries blood away from the heart, and on the contrary, vein, it brings blood towards the heart. You can distinguish the artery and vein by this specific point. Now, artery branches into a smallest blood vessels, and again these vessels are branches into a thin blood vessels which enters into our smallest cell of our body, and it carries blood to the smallest cell of our body, and this smallest vessel are called capillaries. And on the same way, veins are also branches into a thin like blood vessels which enters into our cell, and it takes deoxygenated blood from the cell, every cell of our body, and it again brings blood to the heart. Okay, and these thin like vessels are called capillaries. So these are the three important blood vessels inside our heart. Okay, now we will discuss, we should know one more thing, that our heart, our circulatory system, it is there is two types of circulatory system present in different types of different categories, like insects. In insects, there is an open type of circulatory system present, but human beings have closed circulatory system. Reptiles have closed circulatory system. Now you should know about the open and closed circulatory system. Suppose this is our heart. These are the capillaries, carries in insect. This is called open circulatory system. In insect, what happened? Blood vessels carries blood or brings blood from heart, and it throws the blood free to the cavity of body. Okay, it throws the blood to the cavity of body. But this is called open circulatory system. But what about in closed circulatory system? In closed circulatory system, what happened? Suppose blood is, this is our closed circulatory system. Blood is carried from or to heart, and all the vessels are confined with each other, and the blood is exchanged by the capillaries which is confined with each other. This is called closed circulatory system, and this is called open circulatory system. Now we will discuss about the important vessels inside our heart. Blood vessels which enters into our heart. Which enters into our heart. This is the first one is superior or anterior vena cava. Second one is posterior or inferior vena cava. And the third one is coronary vein, and fourth one is pulmonary vein. Now, what does all these vessels do? See here, superior vena cava. It carries blood from upper part of our blood to our heart. Inferior or posterior vena cava, it carries blood from the lowest part of our body to our heart. Coronary artery, it cannot be shown in this diagram. Coronary artery, it brings deoxygenated blood from the muscles of our heart. Okay, it carries deoxygenated blood from the muscles of our body of our heart to the heart. Okay, and pulmonary word, it is related always with lungs. Pulmonary, it brings blood from lungs to heart. Okay, these are the important vessels which carries blood into our heart. Now some vessels which leaves our heart. Okay, these are, the one is pulmonary vein. The second one is coronary vein. Pulmonary artery, coronary artery, and the third one, aorta. Now what does all this? this vein, pulmonary artery, again it brings blood from heart, it carries blood from heart to lungs. Coronary, it carries blood from the muscles of the heart. And the aorta, it is referred as the largest artery in our heart. It carries blood from heart to the rest part of our body. So these are the important blood vessels of our body. We have discussed about the 7 most important blood vessels inside our body. Now we will discuss about the valves. Valves are also very important part of our heart. What does it do? Valves prevent the backflow of blood. Okay, suppose blood is entered from right ventricle to the right atrium. So it can backflow into again the ventricle, but valves what do? Valves prevent the backflow of blood from one chamber to another chamber. Okay, so some important blood valves which is present inside our heart. Tricuspid valve, which is present at the junction of the right atrium and right ventricle. This is called tricuspid valve. It is called tricuspid. Tricuspid. Why tricuspid? Because it has 3 leaflet-like structure or cusp-like structure. That is why it is called tricuspid valve. It is present at the junction of the right atrium and right ventricle. Same at the junction of the left atrium and left ventricle, bicuspid valve present or mitral valve present. It prevents the backflow of blood. Okay. Now, 2 more important valves which is present at the beginning of the pulmonary artery and at the beginning of the aorta. Okay. See, we have aorta here. This is the beginning of aorta, and we have pulmonary artery here. This is the beginning of pulmonary artery. We have half moon-like structure valve present here. At the beginning of the pulmonary artery, this is called pulmonary vein, and at the beginning of the aorta, semilunar or half moon-like structure valve present, which is called aortic valve. These 2 valves, though it looks like half moon-like structure, it looks like a half moon-like structure. That is why it is also named as semilunar valve. Okay, so we have 4 important valves present inside our heart: tricuspid, bicuspid, and semilunar valve, or you can say pulmonary valve and aortic valve. Okay, tricuspid present at the junction of the right atrium and right ventricle, TRR. Okay, or you can say TRA, TRV. And here bicuspid, BLL. Okay, so in this way you can remember the valve present. Now, not only valve is enough for the prevention of backflow of blood. We have a fiber muscles like structure inside our heart which holds the valve, tricuspid valve on the right side, tricuspid valve, and we have a muscle, papillary muscle, which is present here. See, it is papillary muscles. So a fiber-like structure which is present between the papillary muscles and tricuspid valve, this is called chordani tendineus. It is rope-like structure. It acts as a rope which holds the tricuspid valve and papillary muscles so that valve can intact in its position. As well as it is also present on the left side of our heart. Again, on the left side of our heart, it holds the bicuspid valve and papillary muscles so that bicuspid valve can intact in its position. So this is a very important fiber-like muscles, fiber-like structure inside our body, which is called chordani tendineus. Okay, it holds the papillary muscles which is present at the lower part of our heart or of our ventricle, and also it holds the tricuspid and bicuspid valve on its respective chambers. Okay, now this is the structure of our heart. We have discussed here the structure of our heart in this session. Now in the next session we will discuss about the function of heart and how heart beats, how electric impulses present inside our heart. But apart from this, if you want to discuss some questions related to our both exam, please drop your question in my message box. And also, if you have any query about the any topic related to your science subject, please drop your question in my message box. If you have any question, please drop in my message box or comment box. And if you like this video, if you understand this video, please comment and share, subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.